here tonight by filling in with some of your stories about Max, and we can all share those things. I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much. Oh, I see someone in here.
Okay, so I guess get the brothers out. Something's your next. Max,
Married too.
I had my thoughts all put together now. It went blank. I guess that's what happens as you get old. But Max was like Vaughn. Most of my life, I was 3 years younger than Max. So when Vaughn was playing football, and he would go see the girls and watch Vaughn play football, I went to Highland the year after he graduated. Well, all the girls would come up to me and say, "Oh, are you Max's brother?" I said, "Yeah." "You want to go out?" "No, I want to tell him that here's my phone number." he was a charmer, that's for sure. Max and Clyde, my name's Clyde, and we were at that age when I was in high school, 3 years ago. He and I liked to dress really nice. We'd take every penny we ever had, and we earned it wherever we worked. And we'd go down to the Country Squire or to Bud's Studs for men, and we'd buy nice shirts and sweaters, Norwegian shoes, all sorts of really nice stuff. But Max and Clyde came to an agreement that, I'd buy something. He'd say, "Well, I already had one of those. Why don't you buy something different, and we can trade. And you can wear my stuff on the day, and I'll wear your stuff, and that way our wardrobe will be done." That sounds great, Max. So one day I was wearing a sweater I guess he wanted to wear. I came home from school, and I came in the back door, and he attacked me. "Why are you wearing my sweater?" And he grabbed me and put me in a headlock, and I just turned around and belted him. It's the only time I ever hit him, and he backed off. That was pretty cool. But Max was a prankster, and he's definitely a love, but he sure liked to. Where's Vaughn?
I'm behind him.
Well, I had to give him spoons for the ice cream as well. The problem was is that he would eat the ice cream in front of you, he wouldn't let you have it. And then the ice cream would go empty, and he'd put the empty carton back into the freezer. And put the spoon down into the crease of the couch. And so when Mom would come down to clean, and she'd find like 16 spoons in the crease of the couch, she was like, "Who did this?" We told, we knew we were going to get beat up. So, one of my earliest recollections of Max, this is not a very good story, but I'll tell it. Max was one of the boys, I was one of the boys. My dad had a little small farm. I'd call it a farm. I don't know. You know what he was growing? Sugar beets. Okay, so he would have to go out early in the morning to do an irrigation change to get the water to water his crops. And he had this Hudson car that it was really cool in the back. It had these door handles that had a lid for an ashtray, and inside next to the ashtray was its very own cigarette lighter. And while Dad was changing the water, Max was pushing on this lighter, and it would pop out, and it was bright red, and it was really cool. And he could tell it was warm, and he thought, "Well, let me see if it's really hot." Clyde, give me your hand. Next thing I know, Saved by the Bell.
That's Max calling you.
Max said that's not true. And so anyway, I started screaming, of course, and my dad came running. I don't remember, it didn't take him long to get to the car, but Max got the cigarette lighter on his hand too. But I couldn't have been much more than about 3 years old, so that's one of my earliest recollections in my life, and then also of Max. But we got along really good. We did. We were good. We were good brothers. We were good brothers, and I loved Max. I always wanted to be like Max because, well, he had no problem getting a date. I always was like scared to death about any kind of dating or anything like that because I was Max. So anyway, we all love Max, and we are going to miss him. But he was a big person, a big soul, and a big heart, like I said. We will have a lot of big memories to carry with us for our remaining days. So, love you, Max.
I'm gonna, if I may, real quick.
I was gonna bring it to Larry.
I'm
You're
gonna
all good.
interrupt just real quick here, only because I have the example right here. If you hadn't noticed, Clyde and Max do bear a bit of resemblance. And at one point in time, all of the brothers looked alike, only by different sizes, because they all had beards and mustaches.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And Rod and Larry had this wonderful cabin up in the mountains, but it didn't have any electricity other than lights, lanterns, right? And this is before Clyde and I were married. And so we were cooking, and somebody was bent over the oven taking something out. Well, I thought I recognized that phone. And I squeezed it, only to find out it was Max.
What did I tell you?
My first introduction to my brother-in-law was a squeeze on the butt. So I don't mean to interrupt going down the line to the brothers, but I had the example right here. I had to use it while
Oh no, I thought it was well, I'm Larry, and I'm a 5-year older brother of Max. So when Clyde tells a story about fancy clothes and all that kind of stuff, I kind of had it too. And so, I'd buy some pant shirts and some nice clothes, and I'd go to the closet to try to wear one of those things, and it wasn't there. It would be like Max, who was even 5 years younger, big enough that he'd wear my size very well. So anyway, we used to have these little just because Clyde's older. Quit wearing my clothes. And we got along. We got along pretty well. But unfortunately, I was 5 years older, so I was kind of on my path a lot. But later on in years, we got back together again when Max was finally kind of in between relationships and in between jobs and those kind of things. We had bought this really cute cabin up in the Mendocino County woods, and we had a lot of work to do. So we got Max to come up and help us do that. And so he'd come up and spend the summers in the Mendocino County woods. And he did some gorgeous work for us up there. Well, he also did other things at the same time. He's a good farmer. He knew how to grow his
Crops.
So we got to learn all kinds of stuff about Max. Anyway, we had wonderful parties up there. We had croquet parties during the summer, 4th of July parties that were always involved with somebody, Idi Amin, anybody that was off the wall, you know. Brain fart, there's yours. Oh, yeah, Imelda Marcos. You should have seen the shoes. Anyway, fun stuff that we had up there. Wonderful neighbors. And anyway, Max was part of that. So we got to know him really, really well then. And we love the guy. He's a great, great, great brother. And anyway, that's mine.
He had a nice butt, too.
Speaking as a sister-in-law.
Who wants to talk next? I can bring it over.
I can talk.
Okay.
Hello everyone. So I'm Jake. I grew up in Southern California. So I would come to Utah maybe 2 or 3 times a year. And you know, that was for probably like a ski trip over President's Day weekend, or a trip in the summer for like a family reunion, or the best part was Christmas. Every Christmas of my life I spent in this house, except for the first one when I was born. And it's a short, small memory, but every single time I would arrive in Utah at the airport, it was usually Max who was there to pick us up because Sue was working. And it was just a great, welcoming introduction to Utah and these special moments of my life, trips with my family, to you know, have Max pick us up and say, give us a big hug and take us home and have a great trip. So we love Max. We'll see you in the next life.